Hello world and welcome to Love Health Bliss. Today we're going to be making Himalayan Rock Salt Soap. First you're going to need 2 1-pound blocks of melt and pour soap. I'm using a hemp oil base for now. You're going to need a spatula to stir around, or a wooden spoon. I'm using a silicone BPA free spatula. And you're going to need a big measuring cup. I have a 4-cup measuring cup that I'm going to use as a double boiler. Alright, so here we're going to need some alcohol to spray away bubbles from the soap. And a soap mold. I chose this one because this is the first one I actually got. I'm thinking of getting actually round soap molds instead of rectangular. You're going to need some aloe vera liquid, some sweet almond oil, wild oil of oregano. This is organic wild oil of oregano. Colloidal silver. Vitamin E oil as an antioxidant. Now we have some mango butter. This is new. I started using this in replacement of cocoa butter. And here we go. We're going to need Himalayan pink salt. This thing has 84 elements of the periodic table or more in it. It's actually very electrolyte based, and it contains a lot of nutritional elements for you. So we're going to cut the soap in cubes. It doesn't have to be tiny cubes. It could be just 3 cuts by 3 cuts, and that's about it for those type of size blocks. In the future, I will be probably making another type of soap, not a melt and pour soap and not a glycerin based soap. I will be using something called soap nuts. It's actually berries that grow from a tree that are shelled and dried, and it makes soap. So that's more natural, I believe, than the glycerin soap, because I think melt and pour glycerin soap uses lye still to make it. But this is perfect for now for what I want to make until I transition out. And here's the pieces of soap cut up into chunks. We're going to throw them right into the double boiler to start melting it. Like I said, keep a lookout for my future video of where I will be making a new type of soap. If my customers like this melt and pour glycerin based soap, I will still keep it in the product line, but personally for myself, I think I want to be using another recipe soap. Alright, so if it clumps up on you, be sure to just go ahead and break it up. The reason why this clumped up is because I left it alone for a while. But just go ahead and consistently stir the mixture, and it will melt faster that way. Alright, so everything is melted and we're ready for the other ingredients. We have mango butter. And I use this in replacement for cocoa butter that I used before. I love both mango and cocoa butter, but I wanted to give mango butter a try this time. I have a teaspoon, as you can see, and I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of mango butter into the mixture to let it start melting into the melt and pour soap base. Alright, now we have some sweet almond oil. I'm going to add that into the mixture. And here we're going to be using about 3 teaspoons. Oh, I forgot aloe vera liquid. we're going to add 2 teaspoons of aloe vera liquid. Now once all the ingredients are added, just give it a good stir, and these ingredients should melt quite quickly. Always stir, stir, stir. Constantly stir, and always keep a lookout on your soap. Never leave it unattended. Alright, so now we're going to put the other ingredients in, which will be last, so it stays as pure as possible without boiling it. And that was colloidal silver. We're going to need 2 droppers full of that. 2 half droppers full of that. Now we're going to add some colloidal silver to act as an antibacterial, and its properties are very, very miraculous. So we're going to be using 7 drops of wild oil of oregano and vitamin E as an antioxidant, as well as a slight preservative, but not a full preservative. I'm not even sure if it actually is a preservative. People use it for preservatives, but I've read somewhere it was actually an antioxidant. But I will do more research and let you know. So we're going to add some bergamot essential oil. I put 15 drops. This is a slight orangey smell. And frankincense. I put the same amount, equal to, so 15 drops of bergamot to 15 drops of frankincense oil to even out its smells. And we were talking about preservatives before, and if the vitamin E was not a preservative for the soaps, the wild oil of oregano is, because it acts as a antibacterial viral killer and a great preservative, as well as grapefruit extract. So now we're going to take probably a couple of teaspoons of Himalayan salt, and we're going to sprinkle that in there just to have it in there before we pour into the mold. I'll say about 3 teaspoons of Himalayan salt. Okay, so now we're going to take our alcohol spray, spray it all over the mold evenly, about 4 or 5 sprays. Let it dry out, and here we're going to start pouring the melt and pour soap base into the mold. And the Himalayan rock salts actually sink to the bottom, so you're just going to have to put them, scoop them actually inside your mold to where you want it to be. Here what I did was I stirred it around a little bit. And we're going to be sprinkling a little bit more Himalayan salt. You should wait until the soap mold is actually getting a little bit harder, so it won't float back to the bottom. You want it all over the soap. So as the soap cools off a little bit more, it gets harder, so it's easier for the pieces to float around in the soap to make it very uniform look and very pretty. That's the thing I like about glycerin-based soaps, is because it's see-through, and when you put things into it, you could see it, and that's what makes it nice, and that's probably the reason why I would keep it. And here's what the finished product looks like. It's beautiful. It looks awesome. I never made salt soap before. This is an idea I got from a video, and it looks awesome. I can't wait to try it. If you guys enjoy it, please like this video, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful day.